I guess the debate it's a good problem to have. It's to either rest or start the starters. And I'll let you kind of flush your thoughts out here first because I do have an opinion, but I'm not so sure we'll see eye to eye. We'll see though.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to be a little bit of an unpopular opinion here, and I'm kind of for resting players in this game. Um, Maybe treat it more like second game of the preseason where they play like a half to make sure they're still in their routine and whatnot. But for me personally, I'm it would be great to see them win the division and really clinch that up and go into the playoffs on a high. But I also just kind of feel like the Bills have a better chance going on the road in the playoffs, as bad as that sounds, and as much as I would love to see playoff football in Western New York. I think over the course of this season, we've kind of seen Josh Allen play more within himself, within the system, and taking what the defense is giving him and taking the profits. I feel like we've seen that more in road games, and at home it kind of feels like whether it's the weather affecting the game or if he gets a little extra hype for the home crowd. But it seems like at home we're kind of chasing more of the big plays versus being methodical like we can be. So personally, I think the biggest thing that the Bills can do to help themselves right now is go into the playoffs healthy. And, already missing a huge piece like Trey White, it's already going to be hard enough to overcome. God forbid, a Stephon Diggs goes down or Deion Dawkins, something like that. So we've secured the playoffs. We know we're going to be there. This game is mostly just to toy a little bit with the seeding. Me personally, whoever gets put in front of you, go beat them. But I'm more concerned going into the game healthy than winning this last one of the season.
For me, I want to see the starters play. And I guess the reason why I want them to play is one, I want to lock up the division because back-to-back years, that'd be fantastic. I do want to acknowledge what you said because I had that same feeling and I was like, man, Josh, the Western New York home games, at least right now, they haven't been so hot. And when he's been on the road, you're right, he does perform better. And I believe I heard this on Joe Marino's pod that he looked up the statistics of how he plays away versus home. And when he plays away, he's far better. Well, maybe not far better, but a noticeably better in terms of quarterback rating. So if I can put my selfish reasons for wanting to buy AFC East champs merch again away, then yes, I guess I would like to sit the starters, but you can't sit them all. And I think that you want to keep the train rolling, right? The Bills are kind of on a hot streak and they got to stay hot. I don't necessarily think that sitting your starters is good if you want to keep that momentum moving forward. Outside of the last game, the Bills, kind of were on a tear ever since that second half of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. And if you want to take out those 3 interceptions, which you can't from this most recent game, the Bills were still incredibly efficient just through the ground and not through the air. So I'm for... I say this all just to come back to my original thing, is that I want the Bills to play their starters and get out there and keep the fire going, right? Keep this engine rolling and stay hot.